crooks will go to any length to rip someone off. And as you're about to see in tonight's Tipline investigation, we've uncovered a rental scam that will have you doing a double take.
Ed Hines, H-E-I-N-Z.
Meet the real Ed Hines.
Yeah, the only other thing I could say publicly is don't get down on Ed Hines because it's really not me.
He's referring to the scammer or scammers who've stolen his identity for the last 2 years. Hines is a licensed realtor with Keller Williams in Petaluma. But his legitimate business has been hijacked by a scam that targets people desperate for a place to live.
I get calls from Canada, Massachusetts, Vermont, Florida.
One of those calls came from Robert Graham.
And then I decided to put my own ad on Craigslist, just saying what a great tenant I would be and see if I could get someone to respond to me that way.
He got a response all right from Ed Hines, the imposter, claiming he had a great deal on a place in downtown Santa Barbara. But Graham sensed something was wrong.
I Googled the name.
He searched the internet and found the real Ed Hines.
Person that calls me, which is between 5 to 10 a week, I tell them don't put your ad on Craigslist that you're looking for a rent because you're making yourself an open target.
I was kind of, I don't know, feisty and frustrated, and I just decided I was not just going to let it go.
Graham arranged to meet the scammer at the apartment. We waited with him just in case the guy showed up. Of course, he never did. We also contacted the property management company. They had no idea the scammer had stolen photos of their property off the internet, posed as a realtor, and used those photos in a bogus ad to steal deposit money from potential renters. And just like Hines and Graham, the property management company is a victim too.
You're just trying to find a place to live and you're spinning wheels with this clown.
Yeah, it's very frustrating. I mean, it's a really difficult market to find somewhere to rent right now.
Out of curiosity, I posted my own want ad on Craigslist, and I quickly got a hit. An email from someone claiming to be Chris Frangos, a realtor from Burlingame. And what do you know? He also works for Keller Williams. I Googled the name, and within minutes, I was on the phone with the real Chris Frangos, who told me some guy stole his identity more than a year ago. He's received calls from victims in Boston, Hawaii, and Ireland. Some lost money to the scammer, including 2 Stanford professors.
It's entirely possible he's not even in this country.
Hines says he spoke to the scammer once and tried to reason with him.
Why don't you make an honest living instead of taking people's money? Maybe that made him even more angry and fueled the fire. I don't know. I tried to approach him saying, hey, there is such a thing as karma, man.
Yes, there is. Hines and Frangos didn't know each other until I hooked them up. Now they're working together to stop this scam. Hines worked with police at one point, but authorities believe the scammers are using disposable phones and operating outside the U.S., possibly Africa. Here's some good advice. Only deal with people you can meet face to face. And if you're wondering what happened to the guy who responded to my Craigslist ad, well, I strung him along for a while until he got frustrated and finally gave up. Call it karma. If you have a problem and need help, call our News Channel 3 tip line at 882-3903. Again, that number, 882-3903.
What goes around comes